Welcome back to another episode of Sports Den Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Hooker, and who I'm here with today?
Zamir Freeman.
Yeah, it's a Bramlett.
Dave Stokes. All right. So now we know the NBA is doing its annual Christmas games and everything like that. But beforehand, let's talk about your Hawks. What's going on with Atlanta?
I'll listen.
It's BS. I'm saying it now. It's BS. It's made up. I think. It ain't all made up. Them talking about Trey might want to trade. That is made up. That's my opinion. That's made up. But Trey, I think what it is, Trey and Nate really do got beef. But I think the part about the other players not liking Trey is not true. At least the ones that have been there for a while.
Zamir,
I
what's
just
going on with
feel
Hawks?
like, earlier in the podcast season, Cook and Justin Helms want to be all up on me how, the Hawks not top 3. It's not looking like that, but it's heavily due to injuries, and I just think that team, just a lot going on with the team. The chemistry is not where it's supposed to be. They can't close out games. I watched the Magic game the other day, up 12 with 3 minutes, and the Magic on like a 10-0 run. And we need to, I'm tired of hearing John Collins' name being in the trade. But either we're going to trade him or we're not. It's just we need. It just needs to be changed. I don't know if the change is firing Nate McMillan. I don't know if it's bringing in some more defensive-minded players or what. But it's not looking good right now.
Here's what I think. I don't want to tell a coach ever to not run his offense. But the year that Nate took over for Lloyd Pierce and they made the Eastern Conference Finals run, they weren't doing very many set plays. Nate didn't put his offense in until the offseason in the next training camp once he was hired. So I don't want to say his offense is the problem because we definitely need to get better on defense. But when they were playing their game and letting Trey completely control the offense, that's when we went far. So.
I mean, personally, I feel like the Hawks, I think they'll be fine. I think they're just in a little rough patch right now. We're just getting Bogey back. John was hurt for a while. DeJounte's coming off a little injury. The whole beef drama with Trey. I think the Hawks are really just at a low point in what I hope to be a very long, extended season. I still expect Trey to go out and drop 30 and 10. Coming off All-Star break and stuff over the course of those few months. I still expect the Hawks to be a top 5 seed going into the playoffs. I just think they're in a really bad spot right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the standings right now. Milwaukee's 1, Boston's 2, Cleveland's 3, Nets 4, Philadelphia 5, New York 6, Miami 7, Indiana 8, and y'all are 9. So you're basically out in the play-in right now.
I will say it's a good thing. You don't want to peak too early in the season, and so I think the Hawks are definitely far from their peak. And for example, the Jazz, they peaked super early, but anyways, you don't want to peak too soon. So they'll be fine.
Here's my thing: if we're having all these issues, right, and if this year ends up playing out how I think it will be and how this team is, if they are what I think they are, if we're having all these issues, no chemistry, all these rumors or whatever, and having a bad start with injuries and stuff, and we're still at 500 in the 9 seed, I mean, it's starting to get to the point where you need to turn it around, but it's not a lost cause or anything for sure.
Yeah, but I think y'all drafting AJ Griffin would pay dividends in the payoff.
That was one of the best picks the Hawks have had, and for his value, the best the Hawks have had in years. For where
they're talking about AJ Griffin.
Yeah.
But the only draft pick they've had recently that was even similar to that was Trey Young, in my opinion. So he was picked top 5. AJ Griffin was what, 18?
Yeah. So. But the thing is, I think y'all should play Jalen Johnson more, too, in my opinion.
I mean, I just don't know. I mean, maybe, but if he's, not getting these minutes now, was to say he did. I mean, I don't see practice, so I don't want to completely. But
I like what Okong was doing. I think he's starting to find his NBA self. Like, I used to like wonder, like, is he really like what we expected when we drafted him? But like, I wasn't always worried because like, we had Clint. Now, like, I'm comfortable enough to where if Clint go down, Okong can come in and the level of play not necessarily going to drop, especially on the defensive side. Personally,
I will say one thing: Clint has had a good year. I think it's a little overlooked, but he like statistically, he's had. I mean, for what he is, like he's not out here dropping 20 and 10. That's not the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
But for what he is, he's had an efficient, good year. So it's just not. It just needs to gel a little bit more. I don't know, but here's my thing. The thing about, and I assume it is, where Nate McMillan said to Trae Young, once Trae was healthy, he said either come off the bench or don't show up at all. You really shouldn't say that to any player, but especially your star player. And it's wrong for Trae to not show up. I'm not saying he's completely not in the wrong, but you can't say to your guy who you just gave the max, $215 million now because he made All NBA. You can't tell if he's healthy, and it's an injury he missed 1, 2, 3 games for. It's not like he's got to work his way back in necessarily. You can't tell him either come off the bench or don't even show up to the arena.
I feel like it's more to he wouldn't tell him that for no reason. So like he's probably just trying to make sure like he like still has his locker room in control. Like he's not letting like any just because Trey's a star player, he's not letting Trey just like do whatever he wants to or whatever. He's just trying to control his team. But I mean,
But my thing is, even in general, don't you if Jokic misses 3 games because of a shoulder, are they going to put him on the bench and then bring him in? If I don't know if Jalen Brunson misses 3 games because of a hurt shoulder and then he's back healthy, are they not going to put him in the starting lineup?
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was
no one who
solely
Trae
like.
is as a
I don't think it was
But,
all
like,
because of the injury. Like it had to be something else to it that led to. That
yeah,
made
like
him
just
say
knowing who
that.
Trey is as a basketball player, like I can already feel like he probably has some extra shit to say too. So, like, I don't know.
I just don't get it. How do you take a starter who's only missed a couple games, not because of an ankle, because of a shoulder, and how do you not maybe limit his minutes? But why do you tell your starter to come? Why would you not want your starter back out there? It's not like It's not like we went 3-0 and we're beating people by 30 in that stretch. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like there was no reason to change.
Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all next game is against. Let me see. Yeah, when is y'all next? Our next game gonna come around. Who do y'all play? Y'all play the Pistons Friday.
I mean, I want to say it's a win, but who knows? We don't. I mean, we have like a decent little stretch until until January 8th. I mean, we've got Pistons, Pacers, Nets, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Lakers. I mean, that's not like. I mean, that's like a stretch where you can show what your team is going to be this year, right? If they're going to get it together, that's their stretch to go 5-1. You know.
Yeah. Because y'all last 10, y'all have been 4-6.
Yeah.
So, all right. Just know my Grizzlies good. So
Ew, bro, don't start.
Y'all can have that. Y'all can have them problems.
The same
Bro.
grit, you know what? Whatever.
Bro, we are the second. We are tied for the first seed. And Ja, Desmond Bain, and Jaren
The
Jackson have
most
not played a
cocky team
game.
in the NBA that hasn't accomplished anything.
Bro, here you go. Ja said what he said. Yes, he shouldn't have said that. But at the same time, the team to beat in the West, he took him to 6 games. And he didn't even play the last game.
Yeah, because that team can win with or without Ja, so they don't need it.
Oh my God! Stop saying that. It's regular
Just so
season,
you know.
not the post. Bro,
Look, when I think of teams to watch in the West, I promise the Grizzlies don't come to mind. And not even disrespect them, because I was hard on the Grizzlies. Like,
Don't say that.
I was
Don't
on the
say that.
Grizzlies for real last year, but like,
Bro.
what y'all doing, bro? Like, what do y'all have going for real in Memphis? Like, what are y'all building to? Are y'all building towards an NBA championship?
You're actually
Are
saying
you building
that.
towards making it to the Western Conference Finals? Like, what's the goal? Because like, I don't see the vision for the team. It doesn't look like a finals team.
Are you actually saying that?
Yeah,
Bro.
give me an actual
Josh,
answer.
you an actual answer?
Like, what do you expect
Bro.
out of them this year?
It
How Western Conference Finals? How that? If
Mm,
not, plus,
okay.
bro. Okay, you
I was
want
just
to go
trying to
down
see
Western
what you
Conference?
expect.
Okay. You thought I was gonna say NBA Finals? You
I
thought I was
didn't
gonna
even
say
think you was gonna say
championship?
Western Conference.
What do
West
you
is
expect
deep.
from the Hawks this year? What do you expect from the Hawks this year?
I expect the Hawks to probably not make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
What
because
do you
y'all
mean?
have to
Like,
play.
what are you predicting, or what do you want them? Like, you
Like,
want
what do you want? What do you want out of your team?
I'm
What do you want?
predicting that we don't make it to the ECF. Predicting.
starting.
I don't think we're
starting
better than
the Hawks back and get a top half seed. I want them to, if they can get into that 4 spot, that's realistically that's what I want.
right now, Gabe. The way I look at it, if we have to play Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Boston, those are teams I don't want to see in the playoffs. Hell, even New York right now, they look nice. It's still kind of early.
What?
But New York's on a streak
Y'all-
right now. New York and Brooklyn.
New York is
I-
not. I wouldn't want to see them.
New York and Brooklyn are hot right now. They're the two hottest teams in the league right now, record
And
wise.
when it comes to playoff time,
don't peak early. What are you like?
Yeah, I know.
If it
I'm
comes to
saying like the
playoffs,
Hawks still gonna get their time to come together for sure.
yeah.
But it's a lot
Bruh,
of good
that's
teams in the East.
I just feel like the Hawks are going to end up getting a tough semifinal draw. Like second round, have to play the Bucks or the Celtics, and then
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean,
like, let's see. In the Eastern Conference, if y'all was to play,
Thank you,
y'all had to
Gabe.
play the Raptors. Y'all had to play the Raptors, and then y'all had to play between the Heat and the Pacers. Y'all can come out playing, but y'all first.
we're
y'all
not
first.
in
y'all-
the play-in. We're not gonna be in no play-in. We can tell you that now.
But oh yeah, I know y'all not. Y'all too talented not to be in play. But it's just like if y'all was the 4 seed, would you rather play the Sixers or would you rather play the Nets?
the Nets.
Philly.
I would rather play. The
I like
Nets.
our
yeah.
centers against Embiid. I don't like us stopping Embiid, but I like us containing him. I mean, we did it that year. We made a push.
We really didn't, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. And B was really dogging.
He didn't.
He really
That's-
did. If you look,
Like
It looked like
like I say
I
this.
wanted to be serious.
Like I say this. OO is a more versatile defender than Clint. Clint's a
Literally,
paint
like-
protector, but but like he can guard center who can
but
dribble,
like
and
stopping
Clint can-
Embiid, shouldn't like we already know we're not gonna stop Embiid. That's not a problem. My thing
No,
is
it's containing.
Harden is playing better. Maxey's getting better by the year, and I would just rather play the Nets over that.
I honestly don't want to play
Yeah.
against teams that have two people that could go for 40 if they really wanted to. And with the season on the line, those are definitely not the people I want to play. Yeah, their playoff history might not be that bright recently, but like, I'm not trying to be the reason they, Nah.
I feel like
I think-
it comes down to the third and fourth options. Philly has a great third and fourth option compared to Brooklyn.
I mean, Harden and Embiid, and then KD and Kyrie can go for 40, 50 any game. But I think Maxey can too. I don't know who else can do that on Brooklyn like
That's my
that.
point. And then
And I
Yeah.
think I also
Tobias-
just like,
Tobias and Melton.
as far
And look,
as
and here's the other thing: if we play the Sixers, Trey is going to have to guard Maxey.
yeah,
unless
but
they
like
scheme
I'd rather
something,
have
then
Trey
who's
on
young?
Maxey than who?
He'll be on like
Because who's like,
Seth,
You know, like Royce
well,
O'Neal.
like I don't.
Curry?
Nah,
all you got
Ben Simmons is on the court. Kyrie's on the court. KD's on the court. Who? DeAndre Hunter on
first off,
Kyrie.
wait. First off,
DeAndre
DeJounte
not
on Kyrie.
KD. Who?
you put DeAndre on
As a
KD.
guard.
Y'all like DeAndre on
That's
KD?
No, not on KD, on Kyrie.
Wait, so who's guarding
That's
KD
what I
then?
said.
It's gonna have to be
Hunter.
John Collins.
Thank you. You got
Well,
to
Hunter
put
can't. I don't
DeAndre
think
on KD.
KD
DeAndre
on game.
Kyrie.
I say JT
I don't think
on
DeAndre
bench.
Hunter is fucking. Who?
I think DeAndre Hunter would do better against KD than most people would.
Yeah, I believe that statement.
But it's
Like
better
what?
good enough. It's KD. Is he
Bro.
holding
Bro,
KD
if-
to the point where
Here's my
we have
if you limit it to only their first option, Embiid averaged 30 in that series that we beat them. I mean, he averaged 30. So if you just limit it to one person, I mean, yeah, you ain't gonna want to let KD go for 60.
then
but,
y'all
like,
forgetting Big Ben ass Simmons, who
Ben
the
Simmons
Hawks are
sucks when it
literally
comes-
the team that put his career where it's at now. He's coming back for blood. Like, if
And
I
you-
was
and you're
him,
the one
I'd be
saying-
coming back for blood.
And you're the one saying you'd rather not face his team. You think he's gonna have a revenge tour on the Hawks?
I would rather play Philly.
What has Ben Simmons shown you to make you think he's gonna go crazy in a series?
It's
with
not
the
what
Hawks?
it's not what he's shown me. It's just what Ben Simmons can do. It's just what, given the
Where's what
circumstances,
Joe
situation.
can do. Ben Simmons
Okay.
ain't done nothing in 4 years. He's worse than Tobias Harris right now.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about Tobias Harris in a playoff game than I am Ben Simmons. Like if it happened today.
Like, let's see this.
And then outside
Wasn't that
outside
stop-
of New York, Philly a team like they play the Hawks like they gon' like they gonna want their get back against the Hawks, and Philly fans hate trades. So
Okay, Jackson. This is what you're afraid of. 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's what you're afraid of.
I mean, I'm not
It ain't, like,
saying
horrible.
Ben Simmons is going to be putting up crazy stats. Look at who's on his team.
No, you literally
Not
just
on the
said
court,
Ben Simmons was going bench against the Hawks. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
That doesn't have
that's
to
what you-
always be scoring. Like, what? I just think that he on their team is dangerous as hell when their team could be clicking. Hell, I think Ben Simmons was a freaking all-star before he left. He's just in his head. If he get out his head, that's a scary team. That's a hard team.
The thing is, he's been in his head for 4 years. I mean, at some point, it's who he is, right? It's at the point where you got to treat it as that's what he is as a player.
All right. Next topic. What players have been hooping this year? In your
D.
eyes,
Mitch.
Yeah, D-Mitch been hooping.
D. Mitch.
He feeling the road to perfection.
I mean, if we're being honest, Jokic is putting up MVP numbers again.
just recently.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
got
because I was
70.
just going to say Sabonis been doing the same thing. Same thing.
He got
recently.
70% true shooting.
I was gonna say Tyrese Halliburton playing really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the Hawks to
Jaylen
draft
Brown
over.
playing really good. You know, it don't really get talked about as much as Tatum, but
Luca. I like Luca. I like Luca big everywhere, every night.
In all honesty, Shea's been hooping.
Yeah.
I mean, on a
Yeah.
nobody team.
If
Same.
you're not an all-star starter, it's not what it used to be. It's already not what it used to be, but that just go ahead. That like confirms it. Dude averaging like
Dude.
30 or 29.
I have a question.
AD.
Dude, do you think the NBA should get rid of the fan vote and let the players vote on All Stars?
Yes.
I mean,
I don't think so.
nah. I think it should be.
Because that's how people get on. And it's like the reserves, they get on because of the fan vote. It's literally just a
But
player
that's
contract.
kind of what I think what it really people need to start using All Stars as like a judgment for how good a player is, because All Stars is a popularity contest. I mean, you look at like the MLB, they had Albert Pujols and Miguel Cabrera made the All Star team this year. They weren't any good, but they were two legends who were about to retire. So it's like, I mean, I think it should be who the fans want to see.
Yeah, it just makes sense because it brings in the most revenue. It's gonna bring in the more viewers. Like if the people the fans want to see are in the game, that's what's gonna make them more money. That's
You shouldn't have people saying like, oh, so and so got 14 All Stars. You should be saying he got 14 All NBAs. That should be like that's the real problem, is that people try to use All Stars to say one player is better than the other. All that means, like, is Kyrie right now better than Shea? Kyrie might get more
I
fan
think
votes.
Kyrie's.
I mean, but I'm saying he's not playing better.
He's not better than him right now. I think Shay's.
No, he's not playing better. No, Shay's playing better.
But like we know Kyrie the better player though.
You'd be surprised if Kyrie blew out Shea in the fan vote. Not really.
No.
I mean, maybe after what all he said.
You got to look at Shay's situation. As much as he's hooping, Shea takes a crazy amount of shots. Not gonna lie, he's hooping. I'm not saying he's not. Like, he's earning it. But like, I watched the Hawks play the Thunder, and like, I literally saw why he does what he does. Like, nobody else from that team can really make a shot for themselves. He's either getting
shooting
Yeah, he's shooting good. He's shooting good.
He's shooting 50.
33 and 93.
Yeah. So but when you think about it, he's the number one option. Like literally all the leaders in points shooting 20 shots a game. But the thing is, like, he's only taking 3 threes as a guard.
Yeah, like, he's getting to the line too. He gets a lot of his points from the line, and it's not how Trae Young gets there. He's earning it. He's He's actually making his defenders. Yeah. You know, yeah, he's tough.
Foul. Oh yeah. I want to say De'Aaron Fox for me. De'Aaron Fox be hooping. I like his game. He's been hooping. You can't say he's top 20. He's top 20 in scoring. He's averaging.
I don't think he's the best player on that team.
You think Sabonis better than him?
I mean,
it's not crazy to say that.
He could go either way.
Nah, Sabonis is the best player on the Kings.
Yeah. I mean, you can't discredit what Fox been doing though. If they lost what? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, I was trying to see what loss would be greater, but like, I think Sabonis would be a much, because like Malik Monk can come off the bench doing exactly what De'Aaron Fox did. Not exactly what he's doing.
No,
but like losing Sabonis hurts way more than losing Fox.
Davion Mitchell.
No.
Malik Monk been hooping though. About the last month.
Yeah, he been
averaging like 15 or 14.
Yeah. That's exactly what he did for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like, Monk is scoring.
If you look at the games where Fox either got hurt or didn't play, Davion Mitchell put up some good numbers. So that's why I feel like losing Sabonis, that's just a way better loss. A way more significant loss.
What did they trade to get him? Halliburton?
Yeah.
That trade looking real even right now. Real even. And it benefited both sides almost.
I mean, okay, I have a question. If Zion stays healthy, for the rest of the year and the Pelicans are where they are, do you think he's an MVP candidate?
Candidate, yes. But I don't think he can win it the way Luka playing or Tatum.
Tatum won it before anybody, in my opinion.
Luka will win it before Tatum.
The
way this year is going, I like Luka winning it.
The Mavericks are under 500.
Better than him. Only thing Tatum has going for him better than Luka is the record. That's it.
That's what it matters.
Of it.
The Mavericks are under 500.
Look, I got a question for you.
The only reason I say that the record supports Tatum as much is because Jaylen Brown is arguably. I'm not saying they're the same player, but Jaylen Brown is not that far off behind Tatum.
Look, I got
okay. So,
who is your NFL MVP right now? This is just asking. It's kind of off topic.
My NFL MVP right now.
Yes.
He tried to
probably Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen.
Who?
What?
Probably Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen.
Stop! Oh my God!
Go with
You didn't
look,
say Patrick
we
Mahomes?
ain't getting into that. But look, so if it's Jalen Hurts had the same exact stats, but was on the Texans, same record on the Texans, would he be the MVP?
Luka's not on the Texans.
The Mavericks are under 500. If they're not, they're borderline.
We're going. It don't
Like,
matter.
They're not under 500, but they're like
Okay,
Like,
okay.
No, they're in the play-in. They're the 9 seed.
They would be in the playoffs.
If Jalen-
Okay, yeah. I don't want to argue because record always wins. Damn near. It damn near always wins.
Think about it. I'll say this. Think about it. Jokic won MVP because he kept the Nuggets afloat the play-in tournament with a lesser supporting cast.
Curry had a better year.
With MPJ last year.
And Curry
he
had a
kept them
better
afloat
year. And Curry was the MVP. They didn't give it to him, though. But he was the MVP. Anybody in the league can tell you that. Anybody.
Can I finish? But I'll say this, though. If Luka can't keep the Mavericks afloat from the play-in, he's not an MVP. Like why? Like he's not ahead of the Jazz, and he's not ahead of the Trailblazers, and he's not ahead of the Kings.
Jack, are the Hawks having a good season? Are the Hawks having a bad season?
Nah, they're underperforming right now. But like, I think
It's got the same record. How can you give the MVP to a team that? Now let's not act like the Rockets are trash. I mean, the Mavericks are trash. I mean, they ain't the best team.
They're not trash.
Yeah, like the only reason
You can't be the MVP and have like a semi-decent supporting cast to be at 500.
I'll put it like this: the year we graduated high school, Curry got put out of the potential of playing in the playoffs by Bron hitting a step back three. Curry made the playoffs that year. Curry wins MVP over Jokic. Curry didn't make the playoffs. They gave it to Jokic. I don't think the Mavericks
Curry wouldn't have won MVP.
I promise you, if he just would have gotten the playoffs, they would have gave it to him.
No, they wouldn't have.
He's still playing.
Like Jack, are you okay?
Still watching him hoop. Be real.
Like if I'll say this: if Curry never got injured this year and he would have willed the Warriors to a top 3 seed, he would win MVP before that 8th seed.
I don't think it's too late to write Curry off from the MVP this year. His numbers look good.
And at some point,
We
you
know the
got
Warriors can make the playoffs.
you can't really argue about like if Curry should have made MVP just because we know that wouldn't happen. I mean, at this point, they're gonna try to not give it to Brian or Curry.
Yeah, they're not trying to. They're gonna give it to somebody new. They're gonna give it to Tatum.
Okay, I bet Jokic won't get it this year. He could have the best season, but he won't get it this year.
I don't think
Oh,
Jokic
no.
will never get it again.
You want back to
That's
back?
the reason they stopped giving it to Giannis. We're gonna act like Giannis shouldn't deserve like one more.
Giannis is going to get him 2 more, probably. I think
I mean,
Giannis got 2 more, though.
They weren't about to give Giannis 3 straight. Giannis really could have won it that year, and nobody would have had a problem with it.
Holiday or Chris Middleton leave Milwaukee, Giannis' stats is going to inflate so much. I promise you.
No, it's not.
Like, he's not forced to play without them. Like, even if one of them misses, like, he doesn't have to, like, be that guy. If one of them is gone for a whole season, he got no choice but to step up an even bigger role. Like, I literally think Giannis is gonna go down as one of the most dominant players of all time. Probably had 3 MVPs and 2 rings, maybe 3 rings.
It'll hurt them in the long run because he won't get. If Giannis having to go out there and score 35, 40 every night to win, it ain't gonna work come playoff time. He's gonna be tired.
I don't think he's gonna get tired.
Tested so that he can go out in the game 6 and give like one of the best closing games to a finals ever.
Giannis is 28 years old. He has probably 3 or 4 years of prime left in him. Prime before he starts declining. And then probably 4 after that before he's done.
Okay. Well, you gotta think about it. Like, thing is, like, the Bucks are so good as a team. It's not just Giannis. We know that. Like, we all know that.
Yeah, they eliminated us in the Eastern Conference Finals without his ass. I know. Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Jeff Teague, Brian Ford. I know.
Nah, Jeff Teague for real.
Lopez. But reality, it's Brooke Lopez, bro. Brooke Lopez leads the leagues in blocks, and he's a knockdown shooter. So like Brooke Lopez, like he makes the big lead the paint. So that's why Giannis gets so many open lanes because of that too.
Real life, if Trey hadn't got hurt, I think the Hawks would have won that and they won the finals.
Yeah, that would
I
have.
do too. I really do.
But,
Who they
but I ain't
play?
gonna sit here and act like the Bucks didn't play great. So
They
it wasn't no
played
fluke in them. Huh?
played Phoenix in the finals that year.
Oh,
Phoenix,
either of those
I,
teams.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Phoenix right now. It's bad. DeAndre Ayton don't.
Chris CP0. Like, what is he doing? Like, one night I'll look at Prize Picks. He scored 4 points. The next night he might have scored 2. Like, that's not a point guard. A point guard still has to score. I don't care. That's bad basketball.
Okay, so other than CP3, who has to step up in their role this year?
Mikal Bridges.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one of be a hot pick draft. I think I do a little combo. Trey and DeJounte. They really gotta like turn this thing around. It ain't like they're not just playing bad, but they need to get the rest of the team like they need to get going on a winning streak. That's it.
I'll say the Miami Heat as a whole because y'all they don't look too good and they look like they're regressing. They need to turn it around sooner rather than later. That's my pick. So they're not looking too good. All right. Let's do the Christmas Day games. Let's see this. The Christmas Day games. Let's see. Okay, the first game is gonna be the Sixers and the Knicks. Who y'all think winning that?
Sixers.
Where's that?
Sixers.
Who's that?
I think.
I like the home team.
Yeah, I'll take the home team. If it's an MSG on Christmas, I think that's.
I like Philly.
It's at Madison Square.
I'll take
Yeah.
the Knicks thing. I
I
think
like the Knicks.
I think MSG on Christmas is going to happen. They're both hot. So.
Lakers versus Mavericks.
Mavericks. Lakers don't want to play Russ.
Yeah.
Bruh. I'm taking the Lakers.
Wrong.
I'm not watched. I'm not gonna be wrong. Lakers gonna win. Milwaukee versus Boston.
I like
I'll
Milwaukee.
take Boston.
I'm taking Boston.
I like
It's
Milwaukee
hard.
by 12 plus.
Oh Jesus! You
Didn't
don't
Boston
believe
just
that
lose
statement.
like 2 in a row? To like the same team?
It's in Boston.
I still like Milwaukee.
Yeah, I don't. Boston ain't got nobody stop. Is Rob Williams back?
Yeah.
I'm taking Boston.
I
I'm
like
taking
Boston.
Boston,
Rob Williams crazy. He's crazy. He's
Bet
underrated as freak too.
Bet 3 cases right now. I've been watching too much Chris and Shannon, boy.
All right, Grizzlies versus Warriors.
Grizz by 50.
Grizz.
Grizz by
Yeah,
50.
Grizzlies.
It's,
I don't know.
It's- I think-
Chris finna just get shit on. Jordan Poole be having his games where he tee up. But
Who?
like,
Who you talking
I'm
about?
saying Jordan Poole be having his
Oh.
games where he could tee up. But I don't know. It's not well enough.
Yeah.
To play.
it's gonna be a good game. I think Ja gonna get a
I
triple
like the
double.
TikTok boys winning by 50.
LOL, you call them TikTok. They don't even be on TikTok. That is so crazy. Suns versus Nuggets.
Who versus Nuggets?
Suns.
Oh, Nuggets.
I like the Suns.
Nuggets. Easy.
I'll take the
I like
Nuggets.
the Nuggets. I like Nuggets. The Suns are so mid this year.
CP0.
It's bad.
D Book
And then
going for 50.
what?
I said D Book going for 50.
Oh, He can go for 50. They still gonna lose.
He ain't Curry. He ain't Curry.
Like, we're just saying things like, okay. So, that's what, I think, give me a hot take for the season so far.
Like, so, like, what do you
Yeah,
mean? Like, who's going
like
crazy or
right
something?
now, or it can be like later proven in the future. Like, say, like, you say Hawks gonna be a 3 seed, or you see someone declining, or you see someone being.
Or our future takes.
Yeah, future takes.
Okay, I'll get.
Zero, go
Yeah,
first.
okay, hot take. All right.
Go. Zero, go. I want to hear your hot take.
I'm thinking.
Gabe, go ahead.
Okay. I think the Cavs are going to end up fighting for a
You know what's
play-in
crazy, Gabe?
spot.
Because the Cavs were the team that was on my mind, but I'm gonna just think of something else right now.
I don't think I don't think they're going to keep up being like a top 3 or 4 seed in the East.
Nah, I believe.
I think.
And I think they'll be relatively far. Like, I think they'll go on a skid at some point, kind of like February.
How many teams? Like, it's 10 teams for playing total. Like top 10.
Who knows?
Yeah,
4 teams for each play-in, but 10 teams make the playoff and play-in.
yeah.
Yeah, I think like this West is just it's so deep, bro. Like I look at Utah and then I'm like, they don't even suck because like they're winning a lot of their games.
Not really.
Then I look at Dallas and I'm like, okay, MVP Luka. Then you look at Minnesota. I can't remember the last time Cat played. Like these teams are straight. Keep going down the list. You got Golden State, Lakers. Like somebody's got to get in. So I'm really worried about
I'll give you
who's
one.
not.
My hot take
Someone
is
from the play-in in the West is going to make a little run.
Who?
Someone from the play-in in the West, like who comes out of the play-in, is going to make a little run. Like either 8 or 7 seed is going to get an upset, and
That's a good one.
Bro, like the West is so sorry, bro.
What's your hot take?
The Lakers, the 13th seed, 6.5 games behind, dude.
Look,
Like-
my hot take is the Mavericks missed the playoffs.
Woo!
Yeah. That's what I'm going
Jack, well, like that one.
a year
like
from
that.
now, look, a year from now, Jack will say, "Luka would have won MVP if he just made the playoffs."
My hot take is that somebody from the Bulls gonna get traded
Levine.
by a trade deadline. Someone on the Bulls gonna be traded by trade deadline.
No, you know what I think?
If not,
I actually think I think the Bulls might have a Celtics type of year. You know how the Boston started off? There was like I think there was like under 500 or something. And all this, they should trade Tatum and Brown not working out together. I think the Bulls, if they don't trade Levine, I think they end up working. They get through it, and the Bulls gonna skyrocket up in rankings.
Is Lonzo playing this season?
I don't think so.
I think that's a big deal.
It looks casket. I ain't gonna lie. He hasn't even picked up a basketball in so long.
My hot take is I think Cleveland ends the season as the 1 or 2 seed. I mean, it might not be that hot, but like they're at the 3 now. I think Boston will lose a lot more games this season than Cleveland will, whether it be to injury or not. I like Cleveland's the more consistent team in my opinion. I like Hawks. I'd rather play Boston probably than Cleveland. Like that's me.
What?
Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, bro, like that's just so lengthy. And like
Cleveland.
It's not that big of a deal. You got a 4 that can like match Mobley. But once you don't have that, and you still got D Mitch, like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, D Mitch.
Cleveland's nice. Cleveland's nice.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you this in the beginning of the year.
Shut up.
That Cleveland's
Yeah.
nice.
I was not. I swear to God, I was not expecting this, bro. On God.
I expect them to be a 4 seed behind the Hawks at 3. but
I thought they were gonna be in the
Ooh.
play again.
I thought it was going to be the playoffs, but I thought they were going to be like this. I think they'd be fighting to stay out of the play, and they ended like a 6 seed. I still think that's what happens. They're going to watch.
hey,
Sometime in February, they'll lose like 5 straight.
I like the Nuggets making the Western Conference Finals. That's another one.
I was thinking about that
'Cause
one.
I like
really
Jay
was.
Glitchy. My Jay Glitchy when as the year goes on, man, I'm telling you, bro. Him and Joker, they gonna do exactly what they did in the bubble. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be crazy. I think the Nuggets make the Western Conference Finals.
I think the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans gonna do damage in the playoffs.
You think the Pelicans what?
Are the Nets playing TJ Warren?
Yeah, CJ Warren playing.
What you say about the Pelicans?
I think they're gonna do damage in the playoffs.
Oh,
Me too.
They're going to be.
I think if the Pelicans were to play the Clippers, Pelicans will win.
you think Pelicans will beat
Like
the Clippers?
literally another team, bro. The
I
Clippers.
don't know. Did you
like,
see the
they're
Clippers
so-
last night when they were finally fully healthy? They just beat the brakes off the Hornets fully healthy.
I'm literally saying the West,
Clippers
the
last night.
NBA champion will come from the West Side. As a Hawks fan,
I don't know about that.
as a Hawks fan, I can see that. Like I just
They said the West.
Like they definitely have more depth, but you still got Boston and Milwaukee on the other side. But the Western
Like-
Conference definitely
like-
deeper though. Like 1 through 8, definitely. Deeper.
Like top to bottom, you say the West, but more top heavy. Oh, it's the East.
Yeah.
okay. But
That's what- that's-
listen here at this. Like when I'm saying that,
Mhm.
I'm looking at like let's just say Boston, Milwaukee, and what's one more team? All right, in Brooklyn. All right, let's just say those 3 teams.
Really.
I can tell you now, if you match
I mean,
Boston up against the Pels, that's going to 7. If
Boston.
you match Boston up against who else? The Clippers, I think that goes to 7. You match them up with
I don't think it goes to
Golden
7.
State, I think that also goes to 7. Like, there's so many teams in the West that can do it to the East.
Every game, I don't think every series going to go to 7.
I disagree.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you never know.
I see. Yeah,
Look,
never know.
in the playoffs is when the stars come out, really. So, I don't think it's crazy to say Zion and like Bi can go crazy, but they don't got that experience. Like, you telling me if you in the playoffs, you'd rather have Zion and Bi or like a decently healthy Curry and Clay, who have been there, done that so many
Clay
times
not even the best shooting guard on the team. Why are we talking about this?
because he got the experience. That's what I'm talking. Would you like in the playoffs? Aren't you going to take experience most of the time? I mean, if they're like relatively comparable players.
Yeah. You're right. Well, that wraps up the NBA topic. We're gonna hit you guys with the NFL topic for the Christmas Day games that they got this year.